Good morning. I'm Stephen Datz, Delegate Chair of the Awards Committee, filling in for Ted Phillips. I'd like to call the March 6, 2025 Awards meeting to order. We have a physical quorum represented by myself, Stephen Datz for Ted Phillips, Kim Wheeler for Ricky Erickson, and Jody Gross. The Office of General Counsel is represented by Rebecca Levy. Budget is represented by Stephanie Neely. And before we begin reviewing today's consent agenda, I'll note that there isn't anyone physically present for public comment. Did we receive any public comment via email?
No, sir. No public comments were received.
Thank you. I'll pause for a moment to allow callers joining us online to unmute and speak up. And if you would like to make a public comment, I'll pause now. Okay, hearing no public comments, we'll proceed with today's consent agenda. On today's consent agenda, we have items 1 through 4 that have been approved by procurement, budget, OGC, legal, the business unit VP and chief, and are ready for the awards committee approval. Note that we also have one informational item that we'll cover at the end of the meeting. And before we take a vote on the consent agenda, I'd like to move item 4 to the regular agenda as item 1. Are there any other items that need to be moved to the regular agenda for discussion or deferred to another week? Hearing none, may I get a motion to move item 4 from the consent agenda to the regular agenda? And second. Okay, we have a motion from Jody Brooks, a second from Kim Wheeler. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. We now have items 1 through 3 on the consent agenda and item 1 on the regular agenda. May I get a motion to adopt today's consent agenda? So moved. And a second. We have a motion from Jody Brooks, a second from Kim Wheeler. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. We have item 1 on the regular agenda. I will open the floor for discussion at this time, but for me, all I would like is an explanation as to why the end date is June 16th, 26, opposed to June 8th.
Yes, this is Jason Bear for procurement. The end date is correct. The start date, when I was looking at the contract, that was the original intent to award date. The effective date on the contract is actually June 17th, 2022. So the start date just needs to be updated to 6/17/2022.
Okay, very good. Any other discussion? All right. Thank you. May I get a motion to approve item 1 on the regular agenda with proposed changes? So moved. And a second? Second. We have a motion from Jody Brooks, a second from Kim Wheeler. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Motion is adopted. Items 1 through 3 of the consent agenda and item 1 on the irregular agenda have been approved for the March 6, 2025 meeting. I'll pause at this time so the business and procurement can cover the informational item 1.
That's here. It's big.
Sorry.
The information item is expansion for our water reclamation facility, WRF. It was bid out as an RFP. Second time that we bid it out. And we evaluated our payment 50% for price and 50% for qualifications. Did want to receive one bid, and again, same result as the first time we bid it out. It's about 2%. Then the first time around, board had asked us to bid it, and it weren't bid one bidder. However, feedback that we got and result is that a lot of these large structures that can do this type of work rarely want to do construction management at risk or design build. Not so much these
context. So that's the feedback, that's the results of board meeting, we did it at every meeting.
But it doesn't need to have board's approval to put to the board. It said that this was just for our information, just to the status of this.
Right, is there any other business to come before the awards committee at this time? Hearing none, we're adjourned. Thank you very much.